Chapter 3 More on MS Access. Nowadays, database software are used to store large amount of data. These data are stored in tables which may contain hundreds and thousands of records. So searching a particular record or group of records would consume a lot of time. To solve this problem, MS Access provides queries. Queries are database objects which are used to retrieve information from one or more tables of database that meet a specific criteria. The data retrieved through query can be saved separately in a query table. Query. One can use a query to view a subset of the data or to answer questions about the data. For example, if you want to view a list of student names and phone numbers, but you do not want to see addresses and other data, you can create a query that displays the student's first name, last name, and phone numbers only. Alternatively, if you want to know which students live in a particular area, you can restrict your list to those students. Open tables or queries in Query Design view. A query can be based on tables or on other queries. To create a query, you open the tables or queries on which you are going to base your query in Query Design view and then use the options in Design view to create your query. Then click the Run button to display the results. You can save queries for later use. Steps to create query. Step 1. Click the Create tab. Step 2. Click the Query Design button in the Other group. The Show Table dialog box appears. Step 3. Click the Tables tab if you want to base your query on tables. Click the Queries tab if you want to base your query on queries, or click the Both tab if you want to base your query on both tables and queries. Step 4. Click to choose the table or query on which you want to base your query. Step 5. Click Add. The table appears in the window. Click to choose the next table or query on which you want to base your query. Continue clicking tables or queries until you have all the tables and queries you plan to use. Step 6. Click Close. Access changes to Query Design view. Creating query with multiple criteria. To specify multiple criteria in a query, follow these steps. Step 1. If you want to search for students whose marks in maths are more than 80 or marks in science more than 80, then we can use multiple criteria. Step 2. In the criteria row, under Maths column, type greater than 80. Step 3. Now under Science column, type greater than 80 in the criteria row. Step 4. Run the query to see the output. Using a query. Step 1. Open a table or query in Query Design view. Step 2. Choose the field names you want to retrieve in the order you want to retrieve them. Step 3. Under the fields you want to sort by, choose ascending or descending. Step 4. Enter your selection criteria on the criteria line. Step 5. Click the Run button. Access retrieves the columns you chose and displays the rows in the order you specified. Save a query. After you create a query, you can save it. You can rerun a saved query at any time. If you change the data on which the saved query is based, you will see the changes when you rerun the query. Follow the steps to save a query. Step 1. Click the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar. If you are saving for the first time, the Save As dialog box appears. Step 2. Type the name for your query. Step 3. Click OK. Access saves the query. It can now be accessed by using the navigation pane. Run a query. To run a query, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click Design tab. Step 2. Click Run from the Results group. Output displays on the screen. Click in the Query Design screen to close the query. Form. Access forms are much like paper forms. You can use them to enter, edit, or display data. They are based on tables. When using a form, you can choose the format, the arrangement, and which fields you want to display. Access can automatically create several types of forms. For example, when you click the Form button on the Create tab, Access places all fields in the selected table on a form. Create a form using the Form command. You can use the Form tool to create a form with just a click. When you use this tool, all the fields from the underlying data source are placed on the form. You can start using the new form as it is, or you can modify it in Layout View or Design View to better suit your needs. Use the Form tool to create a new form. Step 1. In the navigation pane, click the table or query that contains the data to be seen on your form. Step 2. On the Create tab, in the Forms group, click Form. Save a form. Step 1. Click the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar. Access saves the form unless you are saving for the first time. If you are saving for the first time, the Save As dialog box appears. Step 2. Type the name you want to give the form. Step 3. Click OK. Access saves the form. You can now access the form by using the navigation pane. You can also save by right-clicking a Forms tab and then selecting Save from the menu that appears. If you are saving for the first time, the Save As dialog box appears. Type the name you want to give the form and then click OK. Create a split form. A split form is a form in which the same data is displayed in two views simultaneously. One part of the form displays in Form View, stacked fields, while the other part displays in Data Sheet View. The two views are synchronized, so as you select a field in one view, it is automatically selected in the other view. You can add, change, or delete the data in either view. Using a split form gives you the benefits of two types of forms in a single form. For example, you can use the data sheet portion to locate records and the form portion to edit records. To create a split form, Step 1. Open the navigation pane. Step 2. Click the table or query on which you want to base your form. Step 3. Activate the Create tab. Step 4. Click Split Form in the Forms group. Access creates a split form. Modify a form. After you create a form, it opens in Layout View where you can modify it. To change the size of a field, Step 1. Click a side of the field and drag to change the width of the field. Step 2. Click the top or bottom of a field and drag to change the height of a field. To move a data sheet, Step 1. Click the data sheet to select it. Step 2. Click and drag the four-sided arrow in the upper right corner to move the data sheet. To resize a data sheet, Step 1. Click the data sheet to select it. Step 2. Click a side of the data sheet and drag to change the width. Step 3. Click the top or bottom of the data sheet and drag to change the height. To apply an auto format. The auto format option on the Format tab enables you to apply formats quickly, such as background colors, field label colors, and fonts. Step 1. Activate the Format tab. Step 2. Click Auto Format. The Auto Format menu appears. Step 3. Click the format you want to apply. To change a form title. When you create a form, by default, Access uses the form name as the title. You can change the title. Step 1. Activate the Format tab. Step 2. Click the Title button. Step 3. Type the new title. To add the date and time. You can easily add the date and time to your form. Step 1. Activate the Format tab. Step 2. Click the Date and Time button. The Date and Time dialog box appears. Select the date and time format you want. The date and time appear on your form. View a form. Access allows you to display a form in 3 views: Form View, Layout View, and Design View. Form View. It is used to enter or edit data. Layout View. It can be used for almost all the changes that you would want to make to a form in Access. In Layout View, you can change the format of your form. Design View. Design View gives you a more detailed view of the structure of your form. You can see the header, detail, and footer sections for the form. Reports. Reports organize and summarize data for viewing online or for printing. A detailed report displays all of the selected records. You can include summary data such as totals, counts, and percentages in a detailed report. Create a report using the report command. To create a report by using report command. Step 1. In the navigation pane, click the table or query on which you want to base the report. Step 2. On the Create tab, in the Reports group, click Report. Step 3. Access builds the reports and displays it in Layout View. Step 4. Click Print Preview to see how it will look when printed on paper. Print a report. To print a report, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click Microsoft Office button. Step 2. Select Print from the menu. Print dialog box appears. Step 3. Select the printer in the name box and click OK. Saving the work. After you save your report design, you can run the report as often as you need to. The report's design stays the same, but you get current data every time you print the report. If your reporting needs change, you can modify the report design or create a new, similar report based on the original. Step 1. Click the Microsoft Office button and then click Save or press Ctrl+S. Save as dialog box appears. Step 2. Type a name in the report name box and then click OK. Update MS Access 2010. In MS Access 2010, you can export a form, report, or any database to a .pdf file with the option PDF or XPS. You can save information in a form that is easy to distribute. Let's summarize. There are many advantages of using MS Access. Query can be used to view a subset of the data or to answer questions about the data. Forms can be used them to enter, edit, or display data. Reports organize and summarize data for viewing online or for printing.